Every day, our lives are changed by history.
We are one people, all of us.
Leaders.
Atn Politics.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm fine. It's good to have you.
Thank you. Well done.
All right, then. Well, let's take a look at our stories now. Leading opposition party, the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has called on its leaders and members across the country to make sacrifices to ensure that the party sustains its prominence. The call was made to run the affairs of the party in the forthcoming South-South zonal congresses. They stated that the Congress would serve as a hallmark for the party's victory in the South-South zone. The communique was signed by the acting state chairman, Honorable Dennis Nkiri, along with 31 members of the State Executive Committee, SEC. They said that the Cross River PDP leadership will align with the views and decisions of the South-South Governors Forum in the forthcoming 2020 zonal congresses. The party said disassociates itself from and outrightly rejects any purported zonal congress scheduled to be held in Calabar. Well, let's begin the conversation this evening with Cross River State, where PDP are imploring their members to serve as to be sacrificial to the party. This is coming as they had that the Congress meeting in Cross River State yesterday, and they were able to say all of this. I'd like to get your take as regards to the PDP imploring the members to be sacrificial to the party.
Thank you. It's important that they look for a way to bring back the party, who seems to be in disarray. We knew what happens to the political party. I mean, the PDP. They have been facing a lot of problem, not only in the national, but also to the sub-national, that is in the state, where you also have People's Democratic Party, the PDP. So if they have come together as a political party to say, okay, look, we knew what happened at the national, that has to do with the position of the national secretary of the party. But thank God, I think that matter was put to rest some days ago. But however, they still have much work to do, because that nobody can say that it's the way it's supposed to be. It still have that wrangling in that NWC. So what they need to do as a political party, each time I appeared in this program, I said that, look, you cannot have a problem in your fold and you think to have been solid. There's nothing solid there. You need to face the problem squarely, fix it, and then you move forward. And if you fail to do that, it will cost you a lot in future. There's no two ways about that. So for me, sacrifice is needed in everything. So now that they have pledged to work together as a team, see themselves as a single, work to actualize success in future elections, good for them. Good for them.
All right. Again, I quite understand your thought that sacrifice is needed in everything. I quite agree with you. But then, if you look at the fact that PDP is the dominant party in Cross River State, and some act of sacrifice from the PDP members to make it that dominant party.
But when you talked about being a formidable political party in Cross River State, it is no longer APC's in charge party. It will take them a whole lot. Like I said, they should forget about their differences, put aside everything that has happened in that political party, and come together as a bond in all amongst themselves. But if they keep playing in court, who is superior or who is not superior, who is the strongest or who is not the strongest, they will keep going backward.
All right.
And remember, it's the plight of all the political parties. They are praying that there should be problem in PDP. They also want to win elections. But be it as it may, if they have realized their mistakes and want to come together as a team,
of Mudashiru Obasa was unnecessary. The CSOs maintains that the election process complied with sections 92 and 96 of the 1999 Constitution, which outlined the procedures for the removal and election of a speaker. Akiyode Afolabi, we fully support the constitutional procedures followed by the majority of the members of the Lagos State House of Assembly who voted in favor of these decisions, the group stated. They characterized Speaker Miranda's election as a monumental achievement and a significant advancement toward gender equity in Nigeria politics. The CSOs emphasized the necessity of upholding the rule of law in all legislative elections. Dr. Henry, here is the CSO, supporting Miranda and also saying that interference by DSS is uncalled for. There should be caution, as it were. Yesterday, we also had former president of Nigeria, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, saying that it's also uncalled for using military from using militaries in conducting elections. So I'd like to get your thoughts as regarding this, because the women are saying they are in support of Miranda, that the impeachment process was legitimate, they followed the Constitution, and that they are in the process in which they are trying to remove Miranda from the seat is an affront to justice and democratic process. Let me get your take on this one.
Coming to support the current Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly is their duty, and it's also their right to do that. If
his removal was unconstitutional, that in the Constitution it was stated that before any House of Assembly member is being impeached, that no House of Assembly member should be impeached when they are on recession. But then when he was impeached, they were on recession and he wasn't in the country, and they went ahead to impeach him. I think that's a part of what he's challenging in court right now as regards his impeachment process and all of that.
I don't want to be disobedient to the law, which says that when there is challenge in court, they should allow the court to do justice to that.
Well, we're not.
But I want it to be official. It is official, fine, we can talk about it. But as it stands now, we see that speculation, we see that rumor. Right. And so we should also take it that way in order not to misinform the public.
So what's your perspective, actually, looking at the pressure that is being mounted at the Lagos State House of Assembly now? Could there be any possibility that Miranda might resign at some point?
From the feedback, it's like there is an undertone somewhere.
Okay.
Trying to manipulate the thing to be on the other side. But whoever that is responsible for that should know that Nigeria is a democratic nation. Things should be done orderly. Things should be done within the ambit of law. We are not a lawless nation where things should be done, zigzagly, where things should be done without considering what is the law saying. So for me, whatever that happened is just a speculation. If it happens tomorrow, then we will know what to say when the time comes.
All right. Well, we're going to short break. When we return, Atn Politics continues. To stay with us.
Nobody's ambition is natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
I belong to everybody, and I belong to nobody.
Atn covers it all on Atn Politics today. Every day, our lives are changed by history.
Well, thanks for staying with us. You're watching Atn Politics on Atlantic Television. Live in the studio to discuss Atn Politics is Dr. Henry Bassi. He's a public affairs analyst. Well, we'll take a look at our next story. Now we look at APC in Osun State. Chieftain of the All Progressives Congress, APC in Osun State, Oyetiloye, has appealed to President Bola Tinubu to prevail on Governor Ademola Adeleke not to go ahead with the conduct of Saturday's local government election in the state. Oyetiloye, a former lawmaker, said that since he commended the quick and responsive intervention of security agencies in restoring peace to the state, Oyetiloye added that members of the APC in the state would continue to embrace peace and support every constitutional arrangement for the protection of lives and property in the state.
An appeal court sitting in Akure, Ondo State Capital, delivered a judgment reinstating the sacked local government chairman in Osun State by the current state administration. And that did not go down well with the APC since 2022. And that matter was challenged in court. And the first was in the Federal High Court. Of February 2025, it will go against the ruling of the appeal court. I understand as a governor of a state, he knows the implication, and he shouldn't do something that will see him as someone who is desperate. You know, politicians, we think that they are not above law. They can do anything and get away with it. Nobody has ruled in this matter. If you don't like the situation here in Nigeria, do we have Democrats? Do we? Well, because some actions taken by politicians when court ruling is not in their favor, you see them giving different interpretation. And I want to also say this to the legal practitioners. Most importantly, sometimes they are not helped, just like the man said, my dear, it will create a lot of crisis. Remember, crisis everywhere.
Yeah.
Almost everywhere.
Okay.
If not in all the states of the Federation. So please, I am begging the governor of Osun State,
when you talk
Adeleke,
about during the local government elections, and then we had about one of the vendor. That is why the reason why they are also calling the APC, also calling on the President Tinubu to, reach out to Adeleke